There has been a lot of talk about saving honeybees lately. Probably because they're so helpful and make delicious honey. In fact, 1 in every 3 bites is made possible by the honeybees. Did you know that there are over 4,000 different species of bees in the United States, and honeybees are only one of them? Honeybees are not native to North America. They were actually brought over by colonists in 1622 for their honey. Although honeybees contribute greatly to our crops, native bees help out too. As the bees collect nectar and pollen for themselves, they pollinate the crops. Some of these crops are apples, blueberries, cranberries, cherries, melons, broccoli, and almonds. Bees don't only help us. They pollinate wildflowers, clover, and other native plants that feed wildlife too. Back in 2006, beekeepers started losing colonies at a higher rate than normal. The adult colony's worker bees would disappear. This has become known as CCD, or colony collapse disorder. Luckily, scientists have been studying and researching the bees and have found many stressors that may be contributing. Some of the major stressors are pesticides, habitat loss and poor nutrition, and parasites and viruses. The Varroa destructor is a parasitic mite that is one of the biggest problems for honeybees. A female mite will attach to a bee and feed off of it. The mites then reproduce on the honeybee larva. They spread in colonies from bee to bee. Unfortunately, these mites appear to spread viruses too, weakening the bees' immune systems. Another problem for bees is the pesticides sprayed on the crops they pollinate. These pesticides are oftentimes brought back to the hive as contaminated pollen or nectar on the bee's body. This exposes the entire colony. Even the pesticides aimed at other bugs can harm bees too. Even though some bees don't always die immediately, it can still hurt them over time. If this wasn't enough, bees are also dealing with habitat loss and poor nutrition. With more natural habitats being cleared for development, the bees are being forced out. Another issue is with monocultures, a method of farming a single crop. This reduces biodiversity and only offers one food source for a limited time for the bees. Having only one food source can create nutrient deficiencies. So now that I have painted a pretty scary picture of what the bees face, you may ask yourself, what can I do to help? You can plant different types of bee-friendly flowers that bloom throughout the year around your home, giving bees a variety of food choices. Trees are great too. Their flowers offer nutrient-rich pollen and nectar for the bees to collect. Bees that get pollen from a range of plants appear to have healthier immune systems and make them better at protecting themselves and their larvae. Also, don't use pesticides or buy seeds or plants that have been treated with pesticides. Together we can help the bees.